Katherine Ryan believes it was best for her and her family to go back to work just 10 days after giving birth, and says any new mother should do what they feel is right. The Canadian star is currently fronting new show Ready to Mingle while raising her now 3-month-old son Fred with her civil partner, childhood sweetheart Bobby Kutstra. But while she believes any new mother should take what works for them when it comes to maternity leave, UK-based Katherine, 38, admits she longed for a return to her day job after losing work as a consequence of Britain's rigorous national lockdown. She told Mail Online, "I just feel like you have to go with it and what works for your family and for you, so I mean if you wanna take a year off or 10 years off or 10 days off, then that's totally up to you. I think that more value should definitely be placed on the role of raising children if that's what you choose to do, but, for me, I love my job. I'm really fortunate to do what I do. I missed being at work because of the lockdown." She added, "I was in a privileged position where I could do that. Yes, I was still physically recovering, but I think it was easier to take him places when he was 10 days old than it is now." Away from her busy TV schedule, Katherine has also partnered with recipe box retailer Gusto, and she admits their meal kits give her some much-needed escapism as she is able to experience cuisines from across the world at home. She has another child, 11-year-old Violet, from a previous relationship, and the kits have ensured the smooth running of the family of 4. Katherine also attributed the shared and equal parenting style her and partner Bobby Kutstra have to the efficient way her family works. She said of her partner, "Bobby has this real zen energy. He's retired so he can be with the baby a lot. We have a good feminist dynamic. He does a lot of the childcare, which is great. I think if more homes were more equal, fewer parents would be stressed out." She added, "I think it's very difficult in the traditional shape of a family that the man is expected to go out and earn all the money and the wife is supposed to stay home. If you mix those roles up a little bit, whatever shape of family works for you is going to make the whole house run a lot more smoothly and in harmony, and ours really does. He's just become a dad for the first time. I've just become a dad for the first time. You know, we love it." Bobby, who is also a comedian, and Katherine first met in high school in Canada, and they rekindled their flame after she traveled back to her home country for the filming of Who Do You Think You Are? The childhood sweethearts opted for a civil partnership back in 2019, which stands them in good stead for the equal footings they strive for in their parenting style. Katherine revealed that her firstborn was a real freaky baby and that she cried a lot, and that mothering this time around is definitely easier for her, and she puts that down to having more of a support system in place. "I didn't have support and I didn't have knowledge. I was 25 whereas now I'm 38. Time come. Now if there's a problem, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna call a lactation consultant because of that. He's just such an easy baby, so it's way easier the second time round, because also I have perspective. I know it doesn't last forever. He won't be a newborn for long." She laughed, "Your boobs hurt all day and all night, and that is a fact. I had a milk blister on my nipple, which was fun. I forgot all these details of parenting, but it is worth it. I don't mind." Katherine also shared her thought on the recent loss of her friend and colleague Sean Locke. The 8 out of 10 Cats captain died in August after he lost his battle with lung cancer. Katherine said of his passing, "It is a huge loss to the comedy community. And I think it's wonderful that the BBC have put 15 stories high on iPlayer." She She added, "Sean is such a formidable, unique talent, and I felt really honored to even get to work with him. He was very young and had a wife and children. We see him as this giant of comedy. He was someone's dad and husband as well. I just hope that his family are just surrounded in love." Katherine recently landed a new presenting gig for the ITV2 show Ready to Mingle, which aired for the first time on Monday. The show follows a single girl in the search of her perfect partner, and 12 suitors compete for her affections. The twist is, not all the boys are single, and a number of them are being guided by their partners to win the cash prize. The show takes place in a luxurious house, and the single girl, this series is Sophia, will get to know the boys through various romantic activities. The show is hosted by ITV2, the same channel which is the home to the popular Love Island. On feeling the pressure from the success of Love Island, she said, "I certainly don't feel pressure because I enjoy those other shows. I think Ready to Mingle is different in its own unique way. It's all about consent and disclosure and gameplay. I think people go on to dating shows to play a game, and we don't necessarily see it," she continued on. "There are many lessons you can take away for our own lives. You might watch the show and know he's lying through body language and the way his eyes move. I think you can take that away and apply it in your own life." Katherine said of her previous dating life, "I was fooled by many liars. I really should have followed my intuition because you know more than you think you do. I hope that this show encourages people to follow their intuition because you have all the tools to spot a liar." Gusto's immersive Flavor Lust event takes place on 17th and 18th September in London.